you can smile, love, and also learn.
In today's episode, we will be going to interview two people.
What people?
Two people.
Okay, so we are going to ask them about how their work experiences being a full-time worker. So we know that working is not easy, and being a student, so it's so very tired. You're tired because your time is limited, and you can only take time on your work as a part-time work. So I know that you also work, Mr. Lumbo. So can you take us experience?
Yeah, please tell us your experience before.
Yeah.
For now, I'm a part-time mechanic. But it's so hard to be a student and a part-time mechanic
Why?
because in mechanic, you need to perform basic care and maintenance, including change oil, checking fluids, and rotating cars.
Oh, I see. So your hands will be so dirty, black dirty. Yeah. So
How long you working since I'm in high school?
oh,
I
so
think
that's
it's
so
6 years.
6 years. So you're used to be so tired.
Yes.
Oh, and you also have a family, and you can teach your children to be more productive in school, so that they will not hungry. They will not be kama kuan sa dili mapareha sa ang experience nito sa imong mga anak.
So that your son
Son cannot experience what you've been experiencing.
yes.
Yeah. So
Our guest for today will share to us some insight about working experience as a full-time and how globalization affect the work. So first of all, Miss, can you tell us about yourself? Yeah.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it is. My name is Sarah Jean Lombard. I am an English instructor. I've been teaching for 7 years now, but before I became an English instructor, or before I became a college instructor, I was able to wear different hats in my career journey. I started working at 18 years old actually, so I have a lot of work experiences. I work as a call center agent for Orbitz, a US-based travel agency. So I also work for eBay. It's like an Amazon, but eBay is more like based in Canada, but there are some also in America and also in Australia. But most of the customers are from Canada. I work there as a technical support. I also work as an ESL teacher or tutor to foreign students like Japanese, Chinese, Korean, Taiwanese, Arabians, and Russian, and actually many more. I also work as a language chat partner for Hello Talk Limited application. It's actually a mobile application where you can learn languages, not just English, but almost all the languages. So it's like a Duolingo. So I work there as a language chat partner. I did some audio or video streaming lessons. I sometimes post some lesson content where the users of the application can learn English, since I'm teaching English and Filipino and also Cebuano there. And also, I work as a VA, so that's my latest gig. as an encoder for bunker index. So it's like gasoline company. So I just update online charts and also do some encoding. So those are my different careers. About the cultural communication challenges and experience I had, well, because I encountered a lot actually, a lot of challenges, intercultural challenges, especially because of my previous work experiences. I was able to deal with different nationalities or people having different backgrounds or having different orientations from me. And there were a lot of challenges, and even now, in fact, there are still many challenges, intercultural challenges, with my students in college at the university. So, of course, every day we're facing different people, and these people, they have a lot of differences or they have their own background and culture. So it's really a challenge. But for one experience that I cannot really forget was when I was in Orbitz. I had this customer who called for his flight. He was asking me to change the return date, and the caller was from Saudi Arabia. So since we're handling international flights, not just in US, but also different parts of the world. So I had this Saudi Arabian caller who wants to change his flight, his return flight, but he cannot speak English and I cannot speak his language. So it was really a challenge that time, especially when I asked for the booking number. So since the booking number or the reference number that we have are the booking numbers are in alphanumeric, so it consists of 16 characters. 10 of those are letters, and then the remaining 6 characters are numbers. So he cannot pronounce the letters, even the letters well. So what he did was he sang the ABC song just for me to get the booking number, or just for me to understand his booking number, or to get the booking number. So that was really challenging. But then again, of course, at the end of the day, or at the end of the call, the main purpose was to help the customer. So we did a lot of things to solve his concern. Well, when it comes to globalization, since that's really one of my topics in the class, so just like what I mentioned to my students, it's really, there are many advantages brought by globalization. But of course, just like what Uncle Ben in the movie Spider-Man said, great power comes with great responsibility. So now that we're highly globalized, all we have to do is to be responsible. Imagine all the technologies that we have. Since technology is one driver of globalization, and many more, with all these technology being high technology and so on, highly interdependency of people, communities, and so on, we just really have to be responsible. And though there are many advantages of globalization, there are also disadvantages. If you are not responsible enough, then there could be a lot of disadvantages. When it comes to communicating with other people, having different cultures from yours, I guess all you really have to do is to have an open mind and make yourself aware about these different cultures. Of course, if these people would want to communicate with you, you also want them to respect your culture. But respect begets respect. So if you want to be respected, then you have to respect their culture as well. So the best thing to do for me is to have cultural awareness. It's not it's the only thing, maybe the only thing that you can address the miscommunication, because if you will not make yourself aware about their culture, and they will not also make some efforts to know your culture, then of course there will be a lot of miscommunication. So respect, being aware of their culture, and having an open mind, these things will surely address the intercultural miscommunication. And that will be all for me. Thank you.